So for this video, I'm going to configure switch and router, and this is the router and the switch and some cables. Then now I will going to configure it on the computer using console view. So in this video, I'm going to discuss why does physical configuration need, and what do we do on physical configuration. And later also I will discuss on this full video the OSI and TCP reference model. And then so let's start. So uh why do we need to configure switch and router? We need to configure switch and router so that we are able to create a network, so that we are able to put IP address, subnetted IP address on the intermediary devices on our computer, and also on the ports of our router, and that's all. Then in configuring the intermediary devices, or in making a simple network, we are just need to um, we are need to focus on security and on the design of our networks, so that we are able to create a reliable and fast network. And as you can see on this video, I'm discussing there the cables. I'm showing the cables, what is that cables for, and what what are that intermediary devices. Then intermediary devices has their own purpose, what they were needed, what they are, why they are needed. So back in the video. Here you can see that I'm configuring some basic configuration on the CLI, which on the CLI I will able to configure the passwords, the privileged password, user password, and the password for console, for VDY or remote, and the AUX port. Super port, when accessing the CLI, should have passwords, so that to avoid hackers. And also I show there that what are the what are what IP addresses should be used. For sure, we should use a subnetted IP address for a limited devices. Such as, for example, we have a 25 devices and we have two routers, so we can divide the 25 so that we are able to create a faster network. And so too much for the network, for the configuration and the physical configuration. There's more there there's always for uh by the way, configuring router and switch is almost the same, but the router has some parts that we need to configure manually. And of course, after we configure, we should test if the devices can connect to can detect the other devices, so that if it happens, so that our network is successful. So let's talk about TCP and IP, TCP IP model and OSI model. So these two model, uh, it has it has a very big part on analyzing on analyzing the what do you call it, the communication between the network. So, for example, the OSI model has 7 layers. It is application layer, presentation layer, session layer, transport layer, um, network layer, and data link layer, and physical layer. All those layers has their different purposes on why it is on in the OSI model. So, for example, an application layer, it's more on the very interactive part of every layer on the model. So, the presentation is more on the pictures that we can see on the devices, and going on to transport layer, it is um, on how the data will be segmented so that it will be cut apart. It will be cut into pieces so that um, the data the data sending will be more faster. And and also on the transport layer, it will going to choose what transport protocols should the data will use so that it will be more reliable or more faster. So going down to the layers, the next one is the network layer, which the our um our segment will become now a packet. So the packet will have a um an IP sender, an IP destination, and a packet header, so that the packet know go, where it will gonna go. So it won't hindi siya mawawala through the process. Then next down is the data link layer, which in this data link layer is more on the MAC address, and next layer is the physical layer the on how the frame will flow to go to the other devices. And on the TCP IP, it's almost the same, but it is more the fundamental of the model because, as we can see on the OSI, it is the divided part of the TCP IP as we can know. So the TCP IP and the OSI model is barely the same, but there is a difference somehow. So and that's all for this video, and thank you for watching, and I hope you learned something from me, and goodbye. Physical configuration, and also I checked the running configuration, and it's all correct. I've done what I need to put in there, and that's all for this router.